What's up everybody, it's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and I'm going to show you the ins and outs of the Anon MFI system. So when you're looking at the majority of the Anon goggles and a lot of their soft goods, you're going to see MFI. That stands for Magnetic Face Mask Integration. And it's one of the simplest, but honestly one of the most valuable ways to link your face mask to your goggles seamlessly. When you see MFI on the goggles, that means that it's going to have 4 magnets underneath. And these are rare earth magnets that are very, very strong. You have 2 on the nose and 2 on the side. And when you go to the soft goods, what this means is that they've taken an unbelievable face mask, a first layer, a hood, and they've slightly modified it. So in this top seam, they have a wire with corresponding magnets to the magnets on the bottom of the goggle. Now, the first question I always get about this is, can you use these masks with any goggle? Yes and no. So the magnetic part will only work with the Anon goggles that have MFI magnets on the bottom. But the cool thing about it is that this wire is removable. All these pieces have a little red stitching around a hole, and you can actually fish the wire out of the face mask. So you can use it without the Anon goggles. You can use it just on their own, but also you can take this and wash it easily. And then obviously when you're ready to use it with the Anon goggles, you basically slide it right back into that hole, get it right set where it needs to be, and it's gonna click seamlessly to the bottom of the goggles. Now personally, I absolutely love this system because it makes so much sense. When you have a regular face mask on and you're trying to get that coverage from your goggles into your outerwear, usually you pull the face mask up over your nose and then you take the goggles and put them over the face mask. Now the 2 problems with this is that if you have everything nice and tucked in tight into your jacket and you move, a lot of times it can pull the face mask out from under your goggles. Also, when you're breathing into your face mask, if it goes underneath your goggles, any of that breath that goes up, it tends to channel it through all the little creases and things on your face and send it right into your goggles, which even though all goggles are anti-fog on the inside, it can still fog up the lenses. Lenses are anti-fog, they're not fog proof. Now with the magnets on the MFI, these things are super, super strong. When you lift them up, even with the biggest mitts on, they click to the bottom of the goggles almost automatically, and they stay up all day long. No matter what you're doing, how you turn, when you look up, you look down, you look to the sides, it stays up. And also with the way that they have it positioned underneath the goggles, it's on the inside of the venting, but it's still holding it away from your face. So you're still getting all the ventilation that you need from the bottom of your goggles, just like a regular set of goggles, but it's holding it away from your face. So when you do breathe heavily into the face mask, your breath can dissipate a little bit easier before it gets sent up into your goggles. And the other nice thing about this whole system is that it's not just neck tubes. The majority of the face masks are gonna be a standard neck tube, and they do have them in different thicknesses, but they also have hoods. They have balaclavas of different thicknesses. They have hoods that will fit over the helmets. They even have beanies, first layer with that little piece inside. Again, you can just slide that little carrier into and get that magnetic click. So you get that full seamless design, and there's so many different options in the soft goods that will click to whatever MFI goggles you have. Now, when you are buying the system, you will look at some of the higher end goggles like the M series with the magnetic lenses. A lot of these actually do come with a face mask already inside. But they do offer some models that are a little less expensive that have the MFI underneath, but they don't come with the face mask. So obviously the goggles are completely usable without the face mask, and we already know that the face mask is usable without the goggles. But when you get those less expensive goggles, you can buy just about any of those face masks that you want. And a lot of the newer ones are going to come with all 3 different size carriers. So no matter what size goggles you have and what size carrier you need, you can slide it into the face mask, into the hood, into the first layer, and it's going to fit perfectly with whatever Anon MFI goggles you have. And if for some reason you are buying maybe a face mask from a few years ago before this was standard, the cool thing is if you already have the face mask that came with your goggles and you end up getting an older one that didn't come with these extra carriers, you can just slide it right out of your existing face mask and slide it into your first layer, into your hood, whatever you need, and then it's gonna fit your goggles and it's gonna click to it nice and easily. But if you got any questions beyond anything that we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to head on into any of the Sun and Ski locations to check out the MFI system firsthand and to really feel the power of those magnets, or head on over to sunandski.com.